Okay, as a MCU fan, I want you guys to do something. I want you guys to please go down and comment below your thoughts on whatever I'm going to ask in this video. And it's pretty important because I think it is a very debatable thing and it is really subjective to fans, that how fans want to interpret this thing that MCU is going to attempt in the future's movie. And the thing is, according to a recent report by Deadline, there is a possibility of more than 60 characters to appear in the Avengers 5 movie. Now hold on, before you think that in Avengers Endgame as well there were a lot of characters, there must be 60 characters, but no. In Avengers Endgame, there were reportedly 38 characters, 38 superheroes, and in Avengers 5, there could be more than 60 characters. And the report from Deadline also says that in Avengers Endgame, we saw that only a handful of characters were sort of a leader characters who were leading small little groups of their own. For example, Steve Rogers was leading his own group, then Iron Man was leading his own group. But in Avengers 5, it's not going to be like that. In Avengers 5, it's going to be more like an ensemble, and it's kind of self-explanatory because more than 60 characters are going to be there. So my question is this a very desperate attempt from Marvel to, cash in on all the big stars and all the big names, because all the big names are about to come back in the MCU for that big grand movie. In fact, recently the Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., also expressed his desire to come back to play the role of Iron Man if Marvel is going to ask him. That means if Marvel asks him, he'll definitely come back to play the role of Iron Man. I think that it's inevitable. It's really going to happen. Whether it's in Avengers 5, it has to be in Avengers 5 maybe, or whether it's in Secret Wars 1 or 2, it's just going to happen. So please go down and comment below your thoughts on all of this. But now let's move on to the next point. The next thing I want to talk about is this, that a few days ago we heard some rumors or some industry insider reports as well, which suggested that Avengers 5 is going to be a kind of a grounded story, and Avengers 6, that means Avengers Secret Wars, is going to be split up into two different movies. That means Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Secret Wars 2. But now, according to the report of Deadline, Avengers 5 could be the biggest movie of all time. But here comes another question. If this movie is really going to happen in such a way in which more than 60 characters are going to appear, then the biggest question is, who is the villain? Who is this goddamn villain that requires so many previous characters to show up again to defeat this villain? And we are not sure about that. We don't know who the villain is going to be, and even we don't even know whether there's going to be one central villain or there are going to be multiple different villains in this movie. That we are not sure of. Now, after Loki season 2, everyone would be wondering, when is Loki going to come back? And the answer is Avengers 5 and Avengers 6. In Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, will definitely come back, and also Sylvie will also return. And if you're bringing both of these characters, please don't forget to bring in Mobius as well. Now, before this the biggest movie of all time, Avengers 5, there are obviously going to be a few different movies that will come before that as well. But the one notable movie out of all of these movies is the Young Avengers movie, and the Young Avengers movie's filming is supposed to start from next year. Now you might be wondering, if there are going to be more than 60 characters in Avengers 5, there are going to be a lot of new characters and a lot of new superheroes which we might have not seen at this point in time. And the job of bringing in these new faces is going to be done in some of the future movies, such as Captain America 4, Spider-Man 4, Armor Wars, and Shang-Chi as well. Now please tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about Marvel's desperate attempt to bring in all of the characters to, make a solid movie? Are they trying too hard? Are they really trying too hard? Or it's going to be a genius, a master plan when it actually gets together? You can also check out some other videos on my channel as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching.